From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
All right, we're pretty doggone happy about what's going on in the world of weather. And in Wilburton, Casey was able to grab this picture of a rainbow. When was the last time we had a rainbow? It doesn't rain. And finally, we ended up with something fantastic. Then on the other side in Chelsea, Todd and Lisa were not as happy when their barn blew away. Again, we had some strong damaging winds with some of those storms, and they were a bit of a problem. Today, the winds were strong. We had 30 to 55 mile an hour winds. Talala, you guys came in with the strongest winds. And again, just whipping around during the course of the day. A lot of trash cans going flying across the area. And down in southeastern parts of our viewing area, generally about 30 to 40 miles per hour with the high peak 46 in Muskogee. So again, those were some pretty strong winds just across the entire area. And there were some awesome rains. And in fact, got a little carried away. We had flood advisories for some areas from Cherokee County extending back through around Sequoia. But we ended up with anywhere from 3 to 5 inches in this batch. And so this was a lot of water for you guys, obviously. Ditches were full. Ponds were running over in a few cases. So after preaching and praying for rain for a long time, like we didn't have any, all of a sudden we had it. Now, if you're up in Osage County, there wasn't any runoff. We had about an inch of rain, and maybe there was a creek that had a little bit of water in it for a change, but overall, there just hasn't been enough. So again, the dent has been a little bit put into the drought in the southeast part, but for the rest of us, it's not much. It's just holding a status quo for the time being. All the rain is now pushed off to the east, up around the St. Louis area, so we don't have any rain right now. With a storm system that is pulling out of the region, as that pulls out, we're going to have quiet weather here, but there's an additional storm system coming in from out from the west. But tonight, that is arcing. Is pretty cool what's going on there. Very dynamic storm system. But across Oklahoma tonight, we're left in the wake of that with very dry air, and a cool night is in store. Very heavy dew across much of the area. Temperatures are going to get quite chilly across northeast Oklahoma, and we could have some patchy dense fog, especially in some valley locations, so don't be surprised on that. Early morning temperatures in the upper 30s to around 40. Southwest Oklahoma, a few degrees warmer than we will be. During the day, a gorgeous Wednesday. Light wind, sunshine, temperatures running in the mid to upper 60s. Ah, so nice. And then we start to see a little bit of a transition as that next storm system comes in. Some clouds will start to increase out to the west. We'll have temperatures early Thursday morning in the 40s, not bad. During the afternoon, we'll be in the 60s. So again, very pleasant, but there are some showers that are going to try to roll in Thursday night. One of our models is pretty aggressive, and we're showing that just in case this model becomes more accurate. By the time we're in Friday morning, there's still some showers around. Temperatures will be in the 40s to low 50s across eastern Oklahoma. And then the better chance of rain are going to be in the southern part of the area on Friday afternoon. So for high school football games to the north, better. To the south, you might have to deal with some rain late in the evening or late afternoon into the evening. Saturday, there could be some leftover sprinkles and a few showers. That's going to be a possibility, and then that system is going to be slow to move out. It's like, come on, get out of here. It's time for the weekend. Of course, now that I've had rain, I can talk like that. Otherwise, I've been praying for rain all weekend. Temperatures on Sunday, generally ranging in the upper 60s, low 70s. And again, a mix of clouds. It should give way to sunshine during the afternoon as that storm system finally starts to pull away from the area. And for Halloween, oh my goodness, looking fantastic. Temperatures are going to be generally in the 60s, so it's not too scary for our little ghosts and goblins. Should be almost picture perfect, in fact, so we'll see how that goes. And don't forget, Halloween is coming up this weekend. We have a lot of our radio and TV folks that are going to be out at the zoo and making sure that hopefully things are going to be running fine, and we're going to scare you just a little bit. Anyway, there is a 30% chance of showers, kind of nuisance showers, and a slight chance of some showers on Saturday that could be a bit of a pain. So that's the only thing going on. So we might be a little bit on the wet or damp side, and that's about the only other thing other than the fact it's going to warm up. And then we do have a pretty big cool down or freeze, however you want to look at it, the following weekend as we get on closer to November and head on into that direction. So our forecast, very crisp in the morning, heavy dew, some patchy fog in some areas. We'll be around 60 at noontime. As I said, gorgeous, beautiful Wednesday. Oh my goodness. If you love fall, tomorrow's one of your days. And then on Thursday, looks pretty good. There's that chance of rain on Friday, especially if you're south and west. Also have sprinkles, just enough to be a little nuisance Saturday. Improving next week looks pretty good until that next cold front comes in, which is going to be a doozy probably late next week to following weekend.